Alright, so I wanted to do this video last night, but I was tired, and so now that I'm awake and I have energy, I want to do it now. So it's come to my attention that fanfic doesn't get a lot of representation like it should. Like, tons of fan art gets appreciation, but the writing section of fan interaction doesn't get shit. Like, I talked to... Man, the fuck? Whatever. um... Like, I've talked to different people, and most of them don't even know that, fanfic's around. Most of them don't even consider it worth reading. And I get that, there's different levels to fanfic. There's your basic fanfic, then there's your shipping, where it's either multiple characters together, or it's the author themselves with the character, which, yeah, whatever. It's weird, but it's whatever makes them happy. I don't have a problem with it. And there's the darker shit. And I've read the darker shit. I mean, hell, I've been around that since 2004. You can't scare me. I grew up with the fucked up side of the internet. I know how bad it can get. Like, today's people are freaked out over... What the hell was that? Stephen Cap having a kid. Tony X Peter and all that bullshit. I'm just like, that's child's play compared to what I've read. But seriously though, like, fanfic does deserve a chance. I mean, you got a lot of people who write fanfic and don't get recognized for it, whereas others, they do, but not as much. Like, I'm on Wattpad and I see there's a good chunk of fanfic on there that has, over... What's the highest one I saw? I think it had like 4 million views or something to it. I was like, damn. And I think it had... Yeah, it had like 4 million views. No, let me think. A couple 100,000 likes and a couple, like, 200 to 400,000 comments on it. Like, damn. So it's like every tier of fanfic is different, and I wish that fanfic didn't get such a bad rap just because of, people's choices and shit and what they write. And, it's not really fair. Everybody deserves a fair shot at what they got, Something my toe. But yeah, like, fanfic shouldn't be snubbed just because, people write erotica about it, or they write, they do a dirty ship that people don't like. I'm like, so fucking what? If you don't like it, don't read it. It's not aimed at you. It's not your target. It's not targeted at you. It's targeted at other people who want to read it and shit. I don't know. I mean, there's so many fandoms out there now, and fan art has taken off like a motherfucker. Fanfic, it's about the same, but not a lot of people actually, kick back and want to read it. Like, even with my Star Wars fanfic, it gets a decent amount of views, but I only have like one friend who actually enjoys it and gives me wholesome feedback. He's not the type to, just be like, go with it and say, hey, this is good, there's nothing wrong with it. Like, he, says what he likes about it and, what's different, So it's nice to get feedback and shit. And I wish people would be more open about giving feedback on fanfic. Like, dude, it helps. Because I know there are a lot of people who don't know how to spell properly, they don't know how to punctuate, they don't know the grammar, etc. run-on sentences. I've done that shit. Been there, done that. Evolved from that. Um, what was the one thing that was most difficult? Um, just getting recognized. Even on my old site that I was with, All Poetry, that's kind of dead. Like, it's dead. Like, it used to be a lot of fun to post stuff on there, but you don't get much feedback, and people are very particular on there. And that site's been around for almost 20 years. So, yeah. In 20 years, it's gone through its ups and downs. It had its renaissance in the mid 2000s. And ever since, it's just kind of been dead. But it's just, fuck. Even fanfiction.net, that website is dead to me. It's just, I tried it out, and inside of a month of being on there, my stories only got under, what did they get? 30 views each? Or no, not even that. One got 30 views, the other one's got like under 20 or 15. Or no, under, was it 10 to 20 at least. So, and no feedback whatsoever. Like, well, no, I got one thing of feedback on one piece, and it was a comment that said, "Cool." Like, that doesn't help. Dumbasses. Like, I'm not mad at the viewers. I'm really not. I'm mad at the fact that, everybody who reads it doesn't want to give feedback. It's like, dude, we put our hard work into this, and we want you to do a little more than say, cool, or thanks, or awesome, or this was great. Like, what about it was great? What about it was bad? Feedback helps us evolve as an artist. That's the whole point. Same goes with fan art. You see tons of different fan art, and it gets thousands of views and thousands of whatever. It blows the fuck up. Fanfic, not so much, and it's kind of sad because there's so much effort that goes into both genres. You got fan art where the artists themselves is spending. I'm trying to get my back straightened out. There we go. That's better. Where the artists themselves are dishing out, X amount of money on supplies, also they're balancing out other projects as well. And, it takes a long time to bring something to life, and it costs money. That's why their prices are so high. And it's the same, and it's, a 360 with fan writing, with fanfic. Fanfic, it takes a long time for us to get in the mood to want to write. And, it is draining. Thankfully, not all of us, I don't know, I can't really say for all of us, so I won't say it's a blanket statement. I'll say it's a partial blanket statement. Some of us don't handwrite all our work. Some of us use, laptops or a typewriter or whatever means we have to write with. Although some of us do handwrite, some of us do type. So it's I don't know the percentage, honestly. Some people I know are true traditionalists, and they will handwrite. I can't do that shit because it's infuriating. Typing, it helps it go faster for me. So, I don't know. But seriously, like, fanfic has its levels of enjoyment. You have your ships, you have your erotica, you have your you have your feel good fanfic, and so on and so forth. And you have your crazy fanfic where it's crossovers and just wildness, and I love that kind of shit. That's good. It shows that, people are willing to be dangerous and adventurous with their work and letting their craft evolve as they go. That was my TV. Let me see. I don't know. It baffles me. Like, fanfic doesn't get a lot of recognition like it should. It really should. Um, I know last year I talked about how the Waddies finally added fanfic as a category, and my story got recognized, was eligible for it, and I was happy about that. I was like, yeah, finally. Didn't win. I'm not mad about it. I'm saying, okay, fine, whatever. But I also think they don't read all the entries. They just glaze over what's important and go from there. So whatever. Um, I don't know, but as a writer of fanfic, from personal experience, feedback is rare to get. If you get feedback, you really do cherish it. If it's good feedback, if it's the bland blanket statement of like, hey, this is really good. I like this. I can't wait for more. Okay, but what didn't you like it about it? Didn't like about it. It's like you gotta elaborate. Like if you're reading it, the author wants to know what you thought of it. Even in the comments section, it'll say that shit. And people just like read it and then move on. I'm like, I want to know more. Like, I want to know how it made you feel. I want to know how, what you thought of it, etc. What can I do to be a better writer? I don't want to get one of those stupid self-help guides or some shit. I want some random to tell me how they felt about it. How it made them feel, how they saw it, so on and so forth. And it's frustrating. It's so frustrating sometimes. I don't get upset about it or cry. Younger me would have been crying about it, but older me, no. I don't get mad about it. My anger level is like that now. I don't get that mad. I really don't. Unless I'm super, super pissed off. I'm like, more fire is shut. But no, seriously, I look at it and I'm like, why can't fanfic get recognition too? If fan art is that good and that exciting, why can't fanfic be the same way for everybody? It's trashy. Everybody wants to write dirty stuff. So what? Let them write what they want. It ain't hurting you, is it? Are you physically being hurt by it? No. Is it causing you distress? Are you losing sleep over it? No. If you are a fucking moron. I don't know. It's just funny. I mean, hell, like I said, I grew up with the dark shit. And it was some funny dark shit, too. Oh my god. And them stories are still around. And that's what makes it even funnier, because looking back, it's like, that's not even scary. That's just stupid and retarded. Oh my god. Wow. Um, it's like I'm not speaking for all of fanfic, but in like a small capacity, I'm just like, try fanfic out. Let people know you read it. Give them a chance. Give it a chance, read it, give constructive feedback. If you're afraid they might snap at you, start the first sentence off with like, hey, be like, this is what I think of your story. Please don't take offense to it. Simple as that. Some people might snap the fuck up at you. I am sorry if they do that. Some people are very protective about their work. And I get that. I can be the same way, but I've learned to be a little more lax about it. As like, I don't snap at you like, you don't talk shit about her. I'm just like, oh, okay, cool. It's just more along the lines of, we want feedback. Feedback helps us grow. That is the main argument here is feedback. Like, you see tons of feedback on fan art, but you don't see a lot of feedback on fanfic. You see tons of views on fanfic, and there's tons of it's the opposite. It's just crazy. And I think that's kind of selfish. Well, not selfish. Discriminatory? Yeah, discriminatory. Definitely discriminatory. Because it's not fair. To me, it's not fair. Like, if you can love fan art that way, why can't you love fanfic the same? You know? Ugh. Kind of tired. It's early as hell. What else? I know some fanfic is cheesy, some of it's cringe, some of it's corny, some of it is just, it's not there, it's not for you. And if it's not for you, then why complain about it, Just move on from it, find something you actually like. I mean, the thing to remember about fanfic is that it's not gonna always meet your expectations. If you set your expectations here, you're gonna be disappointed. It's like if you go into something with no expectations, and I'm talking a movie, a TV show, a video game, a book, what else am I thinking of? Opera, you get the point. If you go into any of those with zero expectations, you'll be fine. You'll totally be fine. Because if you set your shit above your head, you're gonna be disappointed. Because then you're like, oh, this sucks. This did not meet my expectations whatsoever. This offended me. This upset me. I don't like it. It's so bad. I would not recommend this to anyone. And there you go. Because then you sound like a fucking Rotten Tomatoes review. And Rotten Tomatoes is fucking retarded as well. God. Ugh. Hate that fucking site. It's like, just try, it's like, give feedback. I mean, how hard is it to do that? I mean, all you gotta do is just, if you're really in depth into the story, write down what you liked the most, write down what you didn't like, and just say, I respect that, you did this, but I didn't like that. I didn't like how it was done. Just, don't be an asshole about it. Say, oh, it's bullshit, it's junk, you should never write again, you should kill yourself. Like, that's a horrible way to be. Yeah. It's like, when you look at how, I'm thinking, that's why I look away. I mean, you see so many pieces of art celebrated that are fan-based, and then you look at the writing that's done by fans, and it doesn't get as much praise. And it really sucks. Like, I've gone through, like, here's a good point. It's a small comparison. When I would post story updates on Instagram, I used to get 20 to about 40, maybe 50 likes on my stuff. And this was over the years that I started posting about it. And then lately, I'm lucky to get 5 likes on that shit. It's really sad. Like, the decline on it has gone downhill. And I don't get that. I'm like, what the fuck? But it's whatever. And some people like my stuff and some people don't. So, I'm not gonna, beat someone's ass because they don't like my work. That's dumb and petty. Plus, I go to jail. So, fuck that. I mean, it's like, I'd rather have constructive feedback to help me grow as a writer versus hundreds of views and no feedback. Like, that doesn't help me at all. Like, I know I'm a hell of a writer. I can see it in my work. But I also don't have that ego of where, nothing in my work is wrong. I'm actually curious as to what the hell's wrong with my work. What am I doing wrong? How can I fix it? How can I get better? Because that's what I want to do. I want to evolve. I want to be the best writer I can be, Just like every artist wants to be the best artist they can be. And, be tapped for a convention, be tapped for a Comic-Con. I've seen it happen. I have artist friends who have been tapped for conventions and Comic-Cons. It was a beautiful thing to see it happen. It's like, yes, I told you it would happen. Yep. So, that's just me. That's just my 2 cents on the subject. Figured I'd share it, because, nobody ever wants to talk about shit half the time. Like, we don't talk about that. Shh. Why? 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 But anyway, that's how I feel about fanfic versus fan art. So, I'm gonna get off of here. Or I might do another video. I don't know. um, Nah, I'm just gonna get off here. I don't feel like doing another video tonight. I just want to relax and get my thoughts in order. I might write. I'll probably sit here and procrastinate about it till I feel like it. So, until next time, like and subscribe for thoughts and prayers.